We're building our ideal dinner party.
Welcome to Good Mythical More.
We are going to build our ideal dinner party using only $10?
$10. These are the choices. We've got different themes. We've got different courses. We've got topics of conversation and guests of honor.
Wow. I mean, I would not. I'd be scared to go to a dinner party with Beyonce.
I know, I was immediately intimidated by that.
Good gracious.
But then you're basically, if you don't pick Beyonce, you're choosing from the Pope,
Pope Leo.
your least favorite high school teacher, or your evil doppelganger.
Who is our least favorite high school teacher?
Let's talk about that out loud.
I mean, I'm trying to remember if there was anybody that we really didn't like. All of our teachers were nice, likable people.
We found a way to like everybody.
Yeah, but there had to be somebody we didn't like, right? So least favorite, they were all our favorites. We'll come back to that. It was probably a coach, honestly, because I didn't have good relationships with coaches.
Who's the guy?
They tended to push people athletically.
Yeah, that's what they do.
That didn't resonate with me.
Who's the guy that was in the cafeteria who wasn't our teacher, but he was like the proctor in the cafeteria? Older guy, maybe a shop teacher, and he kind of stood there like this, and he hated us.
Yeah, just like,
because we did a couple of things.
Don't do anything that I'll make you regret.
We were too loud.
We didn't like him.
We were too loud.
But at this stage, I'd probably even have a good conversation with him, feel his pain a little bit. Or for $1, you could have your evil doppelganger. Your evil doppelganger shows up at your dinner party.
Because I feel like the Pope, that conversation is going to, things are going to be a little bit stilted. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to get stuffy. I mean, a party with the Pope is...
It sounds like a euphemism for something.
Come on, Pope, let's bop a little bit.
I think I'm going to save money here.
Bopping the Pope?
And I'm going to choose my evil doppelganger.
So then people are coming up to you like the next day, you're getting texts and they're like, what was your problem at the party, dude?
No.
It was your party.
Everyone would know.
Why were you so evil?
No, it's not like I leave and then he comes in. We're both there at the same time.
Yeah, but people are over there talking to you and you're over here talking to them.
I think it becomes the spectacle. I think it's almost like, I've got this idea, and we've talked about it multiple times, the loose general idea of these like themed gatherings that I have yet to do anything.
The loose general, meaning like
the loose general.
The general gets sexy with everybody?
And I haven't done it yet, but this would be like, okay, you remember when we brought that guy on the show that was, he had my hair and when I was growing it out?
Yeah.
So you find somebody who looks like you and you're like, that's the guest. It would be fun to do that for like a birthday party. And it's just an actor and you've told them to be really mean and they have things that they know about people who are gonna be there.
It's a presentation, it's an act.
It's like a gesture. It's like, don't get close to my evil doppelganger because he might insult you.
I think you've beat the system
on
that one.
I've created, I wanted a theme and I found it by picking the right guest.
So your theme is to hire someone and tell them secrets about everyone that you love that he can use against them at the party.
Yeah, because I think it would be super fun and keep people on their toes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my least favorite high school teacher, which I really didn't like history, but now I have an appreciation for what she was trying to do. So I'm choosing her, not the proctor. You know what? If I may, Rhett, I would look at mine. I'll look at yours. That way I can keep an eye on you.
But then when it's like we're kind of looking at each other the whole time.
Exactly. I want to keep an eye on you.
Isn't that a little weird?
I should have picked Beyonce. It's over.
Let's go all the way to theme here.
Okay.
I mean, starting with an evening in North Carolina.
For $1.
That's a theme?
Well, it's loose general.
So, meaning
I can see a little bit of his cleavage.
I could do it anywhere. Like an evening in North Carolina could be done in California.
Yeah, it's the first one's evening in Paris. So it's the same. It's basically the same thing.
It's
Paris,
not a destination
North
party. An evening in North Carolina would consist of, and it can't be related to food. It just has to do with I don't know what that would
Be a dogwood tree with a cardinal in it.
Yeah.
That's the official tree with the official bird in it.
A lot of trucks in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Trees. Don't have a lot of those out here. We do have some trees.
We have some trees, but they're different.
We don't have woods. We don't have a lot of woods out here. There's not a lot to go on. It would be
I think
if you
it would
can't
leave
go to
people
food.
confused.
Even in North Carolina, it would have to be mostly around food, which is a different category.
But I don't like it when people dress up like cowboys. I'm not a huge fan of
why
that.
not?
I don't know.
It's fun. It's easy. Everybody's looking to dress up like Landman these days. You know,
I think you have to have stipulations because I think
get a little
people-
Billy Bob snorting. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think people do things like tuck their jeans into their cowboy boots, when they dress up like cowboys. And I'm just like, come on, guys.
a little cringe.
It's like, that ain't how it's done. You ever
Okay.
seen that happen?
Well, you're gonna have to spend $3 on Murder Mystery, which
I think I'm going to have to do it.
I know that's good, right? Because it gives you some tracks to run on.
And again, everyone's going to think that my evil doppelganger is the one that committed the murder, but he obviously isn't because that's completely unrelated.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I've never been to Paris.
Evening in Paris is a good prom theme.
And so what would that mean for just for a dinner party? It kind of means that you're going to dress up a little bit. It means that there's some romance in the air. I like it. Maybe there's a photo booth with a backdrop. It's got that tower in it and the moon. Stuff central to Paris. So I'm feeling pretty good
You've only
about
got
that.
$4 left. I've got
Older
$6
people like
left.
us doing stuff that feels like we're reliving our prom, but without the awkward shame and cliquey judgments. That's pretty intriguing.
I will say, speaking of adult parties, the other night we got back from the holiday party that we went to together, and it was on the other side of town, so we're talking 45 minutes or so to get back home, and we got in at like before 11, and we walked in, and Shepard was like, "Y'all leave the party early?" And we were like, "No, when middle-aged people go to parties, they all start leaving about when we left
Yeah.
because people don't want to be out after 11."
No, they don't.
You know,
I mean, the
it's-
party started at 6
And
to
we got there
11.
at 7. But like it was ending at 11. You don't want to be the last person to leave, but there was just something about like I was explaining to him, I was like, you're 17. You could go to bed at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. on a weekend and it won't impact the next 5 days of your life. For me, it will.
Yeah.
I got shamed by my mother this past because I said went out late and she goes, "Well, what time did you get home?" I was like, I mean, just after 11. And she laughed. Like she thinks I should be staying out later as a 38-year-old.
Yeah, you
woman.
can't do that. You can't do it. It sets
I think
you
maybe
back.
there's
I mean, you
there's
can
a
do it.
curve. I think like when you get to 60, 65, you go back the other way.
Because you have nothing to do the next.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
you can sleep in. It's not if it
Exactly.
ruins your week that much. You're
They
like,
don't even know
like-
what day it is.
Yeah, 30 to 50, no. But yeah.
yeah, I
but
mean, both
after
my
that-
parents are retired now, and I think they're sleeping till like 8:30 or 9
Oh, yeah.
every day.
Oh yeah. Now I'll
know?
pay that toll. Pretty much every other weekend, I'll pay that toll. I'll take it because I can take a nap. You can't take a nap. I can take 2 naps in a day. It still takes me 2 or 3 days to actually recover, but it's worth it.
Nothing.
Hanging
You
out
take
with hanging out
two
with the
naps
kids.
in one day?
Oh yeah. To recover.
What's the time? What's the rough timing?
Like I'll get up, I'll eat breakfast, I'll walk the dogs, I'll take a nap. I'll get up,
How can you do that?
I'll do some stuff. Especially if I'm going for a second night, then it'll be like 3 o'clock, I'll take another nap.
And how long are the naps?
At least an hour. Both times. Yeah.
Yeah, if I could do that, I might change, but I can't.
Yeah.
What am I going to talk about? What am I going to eat? Eating is important.
So for $1, you got corn dogs, which you love. Lasagna for $2. $3, Ina Garten's roast chicken recipe. That's oddly specific. Should we know? Should we have heard?
It's classic. She can do it in her sleep. That's, I believe, what the top of the recipe says.
Yeah.
I could do this in my sleep.
Roast
It's pretty good,
chicken
though.
recipe. Okay. And then the creme de la resistance, the creme de la creme,
Yeah.
the pièce de la creme, the Good Mythical Morning and Mythical Kitchen orange chicken parm recipe.
I think there's, now I've got $6 to
That's
spend.
exciting.
And so I'm actually going to do that because this is really good. It's novel. It's not roast chicken. You know, this is something this is a conversation starter in and of itself because we've got to get to the topic of conversation in a second, but I want you to understand. I've already got a murder mystery. I've got a really interesting meal that has a whole backstory, and I've got this guy looking like me going around telling the secrets of all my friends. So I've got a lot of conversational stuff covered.
Yeah, and I'm in Paris with a teacher I didn't like.
Yeah, right. You're stuck.
I'm hurting. I'm gonna wait on this.
Yeah, you got to move.
Because we got to talk about something good. Look over here. I can look over here, but I just feel like I got to keep an eye.
Well, let me see if it looks that much different.
So if I look over here and I'm like, ha ha ha, but then if I look here, I'm doing this.
Pretty much exactly the same.
To what?
I see the same amount of your face.
Yeah, but I don't see your face at all.
Do it again.
What about this?
Well, that's a little different.
Move your hand though.
See, and now I have to move my hand. So I can't do something that's natural.
All right, fine. Topic of conversation.
This is cool.
How scary climate change is.
That's going to happen anyway.
I think the Paris Accords is where you talk about that with a teacher. I actually think this is shaping up to be a pretty.
Whoa, this is such a downer.
This is an impactful night. I'm probably raising money for something.
Okay, well, that's a totally different thing.
You know?
It's a totally different.
It's a bait and switch fundraiser dinner party. So
I mean, this is really the trap that you can find yourself falling into in any party these days as a, middle-aged person. It's just, you can find
have we
yourself
established we're middle-aged
talking about how
today?
bad everything is.
That's what I'm
You
doing.
get like, why are we talking about how bad things are?
Except for Ina Garten's roast
And
chicken
you've literally
recipe.
chosen one of the things that's bad to start. Like, this is a stated topic of conversation.
That's what I'm doing.
I want something lighthearted. I want something that'll really get people's opinions going. I actually want to talk about this right now.
The longevity of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship. So you're we both bypassed the world's strongest animals and what a great host you are in such a nice house too.
That's going to happen naturally.
Why is that $4?
That's going to happen.
That makes you feel
That's
good.
going to just happen naturally.
All right, talk about the longevity of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship.
Do they have?
I can't promise to contribute anything.
Is there a date set?
Oh, they're not married yet.
I think
I thought that was a secret.
No?
That was a secret marriage.
Oh, I thought it was June. I'm sorry, I did see it, and I think it's June, right? Can someone confirm? This makes me sad that I am the only
2028?
one that knows this.
Well,
okay,
but, I mean,
confirmed
okay.
it's June.
So they're getting married in June. Okay. We got to set that weekend aside.
But the
June
invitations
13th.
have already gone out.
Well, that I didn't see. I'm not.
No. Maybe
saw
not.
that. I saw that people were getting invited.
We probably have a good 2 or 3 month window in which we can still get invited.
Okay.
I mean,
confirming that you don't expect it yet.
We've had their in-laws on this show.
That's true. In-laws. Yep.
Is it the in-laws? If it's
I mean, technically, your brother-in-law, brother and sister-in-law.
okay, yeah.
And there could be a way, Taylor or Travis, if you're watching.
I hope it's not related to like my Spotify listening habits.
I just want to let you know that I will
And
definitely.
anyone that I may have blocked to never show up ever as recommended in my Spotify.
Okay, well, I want to let you know that Link and I don't have to do everything together. And if I get invited, I will definitely come. I will move heaven and earth to be there. And anything that I'm about to say, because I don't know where I'm going to say now.
Beyonce might be there. Now you're nervous.
Yeah.
The Pope may be there.
I think it's going to be a romance for the ages. I think we're definitely talking double-digit marriage here.
I'm getting them marriage counseling as a gift because
Over under on
Everybody needs
double-digit
it.
marriage.
Like years?
10 years.
Yeah, I don't really know what over under. I know it's something to do about gambling. It's just I hear people ask that over under on. So I don't know how you would answer that, but like, what do you think the chances are?
It's like if you said over under 6, what would you take? If I'm setting the line at 6 years, would you take the over?
Over. Definitely, they're
Over
going to
6
be
years.
together longer than 6 years. Anybody agree with that?
So what about because it's the 7-year itch. 7.
So who thinks
That's
they're
when you
going
start
to
to
break up
itch.
before 6 years of marriage are up? Okay, so more people are in agreement with me. I think that they.
You said for the ages, and you're saying 6 years is a marriage for the ages?
Yeah, why?
I mean, when you're both famous, yeah, maybe. I think this gonna be. I'm going 12. I'm going. It's 12.
Would you like to
plus.
survey the room on your 12?
the longer it goes, the sadder it gets. If you're saying
What are you talking about? The sweeter it gets.
no, I'm saying if they do break up, it's like it's sad. The longer
I thought
you go,
meant
the
longer
sadder
the marriage
it
goes, the sadder it gets.
gets. No,
12 years. Okay, 13. 13. Yeah, I think this is a long-term thing.
I think we got to see how the kids turn out, how they pop out.
Yeah.
You know,
No. What?
how many kids
How
there
they
are?
pop out?
I think the births are going to be televised.
I missed what you said.
I just mean
The births are going to be televised.
if they start bringing kids into the mix pretty soon, it's like, oh, I think this could last.
Oh,
Yeah.
for the kids, you mean? For the kids' sake. If they have kids early.
It's just another reason. Yeah, I think they really mean it if the babies start popping out. Or I don't know who they're popping out of. That doesn't matter. But they're having kids. Surrogate,
You think it's going to be a surrogate?
maybe. They have busy lives. Definitely nanny involved. I mean,
Well, of course, but
how many nannies do you think they're going to have? Over or under 6?
there we go. Join the Mythical Society now to watch over 500 hours of exclusive content and behind-the-scenes moments you can't see anywhere else.
It was one of the best. It was so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Liquefied nutter butter. So good. And just like it was like milky. You
I had
know?
to suck so hard on that thing that it like my mouth hurt later.
It was for baby goats. Did you know that?
Oh,
It was an udder specifically made for baby goats.
they suck hard. They suck harder than humans.